Very good morning, students. Today we are going to study Unit 5 of our civics, that lesson number 9. What is the name? Public facilities. So we are going to see different public facilities, who want to provide, what is happening, like that things. Then it is given some of the picture. You can find out Anna Nagar, then Saidapet, then Madpakkam, like that different village name it is given. Then Mylapore. Then it is coming the real part of the lesson. Water and people of Chennai. How what is the condition of water facility here in Chennai? Then next question it is water as a part of the fundamental right to life, because government is providing midday meal or ration, like that things. What about water? Who is providing water and what we want to do, or that's why we want to think like that. Water also a part of our fundamental right to life. Without water we can't live. Then public facilities, that is the lesson name. Then what all things should be there? Sanitation should be there, like that things. Then what is the role of the government about the public facilities? Then next one, water supply to Chennai, is it available to all? Again we will come back to the story started by the lesson. The same story we are going to continue here. Water supply is there in Chennai. Is it for everyone or to all people, or to given some section of the society, like that? In search of alternative, if we don't have sanitation or water or electricity, what is the other alternative? How we can find out some other alternative? Then here thinking about, we are trying to think about again water facility and other things. Then extending sanitation facilities in every towns. There should be public toilets, like that facilities announced in the name of Nirmal Bharat, Atmanirbhar Bharat and other things. But where we reached? Okay, then comes the conclusion of the lesson. So before starting the lesson, let us see this what we are going to study. Indian situation, Indian public facilities, role of government. Especially we are going to concentrate on Chennai. What is the condition, and what is the role of the government? How the problems are, we are thinking about alternatives and other things we are going to see. Before that, what we will do one thing. We will observe some of the public facilities of Japan, one of the developed country from Asia, and it is the smallest country, and 1 century before itself it is become developed country. Even though there is no natural resources for them, they are importing everything for themselves and for their factory purpose also. All the raw materials they are purchasing, but they are making the finest thing in the world. And in when we are comparing with America or UK or like that any country, we can see Japan's development, how much it is perfect or where they reached. We can see that one, at least they are in 10 years or 20 years ahead from all other country. We are going to watch a small video clip, then we will continue the lesson.
Japan is the future. It's the ultimate place of convenience. Their society strives for efficiency.
Each floor of this building lights up and tells you what's on that floor.
Even after 6 visits here, I'm still stunned by the ever-evolving culture that opens my eyes in more ways than you can imagine. Just walking down the street, any street, and every one of my senses is overwhelmed. If you've ever seen Lost in Translation, that movie perfectly depicts the feeling of Tokyo. Much like Bill Murray, I am lost in translation here, but I absolutely love it. Japan is different. It's electric, it's sexy, it's tasty, it's confusing, but above all, it's futuristic. The Japanese are innovators. They somehow figure things out decades before the rest of the world, either because they are geniuses or the fact that they've lived their entire existence in isolation, or both. Here are 10 ways Japan is 10 years ahead of the world. 1. Bullet trains.
So this is the bullet train to Osaka? We're gonna go check it out. Let's see what we can find.
In Japan, there are over 2,300 kilometers of track with trains going 320 kilometers per hour. They carry more than 360 million passengers per year, more than the entire population of the USA. The 500-kilometer journey from Tokyo to Kyoto takes 7 hours by car, but you can zip by in 2 hours on the bullet train. 2. Robots. Call me crazy, but I think robots will be driving cars within 10 years in Japan.
$600 for this guy.
They're already serving you lunch, helping you in stores, and staring at you in windows. Like this guy named Pepper, who's found his SoftBank. He can analyze your facial expressions, follow you around, guess your current mood, or just be a cool friend to hang out with. 3. Arcade gaming.
That arcade is like 10 stories tall.
A large amount of Japanese men are obsessed with arcades, and they are really skilled, especially at the reaction games. These games make me feel like I'm in the 23rd century. Almost every video game you played as a kid was invented in Japan, so it's kind of in their blood to be gamers. 4. Super toilets. There's no place more enjoyable to go to the bathroom than Japan. I actually look forward to it. The toilets are so advanced, heating up your butt, cleaning it spotless. And some high-tech toilets can even check your blood pressure, urine, protein, weight, and body fat. 5. Vending machines. While vending machines aren't uniquely Japanese, Japan's vending machines are unique and innovative. The country has 5.5 million vending machines. That took about 1 second. And not only for cold drinks, but for piping hot cappuccinos, strange toys, and a bunch of other wacky items.
Spaghetti bolognese sauce, just in case you want any carrots. Ice cream vending machine.
This one,
The popcorn. No joke, it's actually really good.
it's common to order meals at restaurants from a vending machine, which just makes life easier.
It's like an alley, a really creepy alley. It goes in even more. This is weird, man. Like, who buys this stuff?
6. Public transportation. For a city with 38 million people, it boggles my mind how immaculate their metro systems are. I say systems because you have multiple rail networks in one city. There are 882 interconnected rail stations in the Tokyo metropolis. Shinjuku Station is the busiest train station in the world, with 3.64 million passengers daily.
This place is a madhouse.
There's just a whole new world happening underground in Tokyo. 7. Automated car parking. To save space, the Japanese invented parking lots where they stack cars on top of each other. Many apartment complexes, hotels, and restaurants have them. Think of it like a vending machine for cars. 8. Future fashion. Just walk down the street in Tokyo's Akihabara district, and you'll spot many people dressed like it's the 22nd century, decked out in retro sci-fi gear and styles that you've never even thought of. And also, maids. 9. Touchscreen menus. At many upscale restaurants, there's no need for hostesses and waiters when you can have an iPad or a cutting-edge screen like this one to order your food.
Order. Arigato.
10. The little things. To touch on a bunch of other random things.
Guys, I'm staying at a budget hotel. I just got out of the shower and it automatically cleans the window. So in the middle of the street, they have these touchscreen things to get information.
The heaters have fans waving over it to evenly spread the warmth. The taxis will automatically open the door for you. And these vending machines are on a whole new level.
Oh, is that a vending machine?
Yeah, this is better.
Oh, so you pay with your Metro card?
While these things may exist in other countries, Japan takes them to a new level. These 10 reasons, among many others, are why I think Japan is the most futuristic country on earth. You gotta come here and see it to believe it. I'm Drabinsky, and if you like my...
Dear students, okay, we have seen the one small video clip, and we can understand that one how they are living or what they reached. And if you are comparing with Indian situation where we are, we want to understand. For that purpose only I have shown this small video clip. 10 things only they are listed, and more than that it is there. So when we are comparing with the public transportation of India, what is the condition of public transportation here in India, and what is the condition of the bullet metro trains? Just now started metro trains, Mumbai or Delhi, like that major cities only having the metro trains. And when we started our metro train, that time they started their bullet train, where we want to travel by 6 hours, 7 hours, it will reach by 2 hours, 1.5 hours. That much difference we are having with the public facilities what we are having here in India. And when we are looking down again to Somalia, like that countries, we are far better. but at the same time the developed countries are there in front of us, and we can understand that we are only in the growing stage. We are not reached anywhere. We want to try work hard to reach with the developed countries. At the same time we want to look down to the countries like the African countries, some of the African countries like Ghana or Somalia, like that countries. Then we can understand we are far better. Even if we are comparing with Nepal, like that countries also, we are living in a better condition. So we want to compare both situation, the poor situation or the poorest situation and the richest situation, or the not at all developed, as the same time the most developed countries. Then we can understand where is our position and what we should do, and the number of the people and the total area. All these things entirely different from Japan or different from these African countries. They are maximum with desert land, and we are having desert is there, but that is only part of one state or two states they are sharing. Other parts with maximum water facilities, even monsoon rain and the river system, river basin, like that. Then also where we reached. So we will continue next video with the lesson.